Time for Value This with the wonderful Dr. Lori Verderame, PhD art historian. She knows everything. Plus, you don't sell it yourself or buy it, so you can be perfectly honest with the pricing.
I'm a PhD antiques appraiser. I appraise. Yes, I have the PhD in art history, and I evaluate all these objects, but no, I don't buy and sell, and here's why. The appraiser who says, I'm going to buy it from you, probably didn't appraise it for you honestly, because they want to get a low price. If you want somebody to tell you the value of your object, that's got to be a person who has no financial interest in the object.
And an uninformed buyer is an uninformed buyer. But that's where you come in, because you're going to start informing us.
Right.
Okay. All right. We're in this incredible location. Again, in Burlington County, we've got collectors who have collected everything, and some of this stuff is phenomenal.
So we came across a couple of things, some things in frames. And we were talking about frames last time because we basically were saying, you know, if it's in a frame, somebody bothered to frame it. Maybe it has some value.
Could have Declaration of Independence behind it.
Right. It could.
Okay.
But it doesn't.
This
is not your best value. But this particular collector likes bicycles. So they were interested in this particular string drawing. What is it really worth? Not much more than the $5 price tag that's on it.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Is the frame worth something? Well, this frame is, you know, loved. Let's put it that way. So not in the best of situations. But basically what you have here is a piece that, again, could be worth somewhere around 10 to 15 bucks. Decorative, but it relates to the context of their collection. And that's important because anytime you add a similar item to a collection, you increase the value of the whole collection. So there are bicycle collectors. There you go.
Just because somebody did it, does that diminish the value just because it was just some guy?
We care a lot about fine artists, sort of the first tier of artists, you know, the Picassos, the Renoirs, the Monets, But basically, when you get into pieces that are crafts or handcrafts, you know, artisan pieces, anybody could do it. It's also very nice work. But again, the condition that it's in with some of the strings breaking, not as valuable as it might be.
Okay.
Let's see what else we found in frames.
Yes. I want to show you, as I hopefully...
Because we came across some stuff that was just piled up.
Yes. And this is, and you said that you liked the way these were stacked, and they were stacked like this, with the pictures facing each other.
Okay. So basically, here's what you have. In museums... My background in the Yale Art Gallery, for example, in museums, you want to make sure that you stack back to back and face to face, because the back of this, for example, has this nice wire. If you put that up against another frame, the wire is going to basically make a mess and damage and scratch the frame of the other piece. So this is why you want back to back and face to face, because the way we have them here is the same way. And it doesn't matter if you have a wooden frame or a composition frame or a painted frame or a metal frame. You want to go back to back and face to face and stack them. You don't want your frames to be under a bed on top of each other, so the weight of them is on top of each other. You want to make sure that they are actually upright.
Okay.
If you're not displaying them. The safest place for something framed? On a wall.
A picture like this.
Picture like this.
What do you think something like this is worth? How would you know that this was valuable and you should take it out of a place like this?
Okay, yes, because temperature and humidity changes in these areas. They're the worst places to store antiques. So first of all, what you've got is you're going to look at the artist. You're going to look at the composition of the piece. Is it realistic? Do you believe that this is a watercolor of a particular building? Yes. This is done on plexiglass. Plexiglass is lightweight, but over time it starts to scratch. So that's why you don't have a nice clear picture of this particular piece.
Okay, but it doesn't damage what's underneath, which is the valuable part.
That's right. It doesn't damage the... right. So if you're just storing it, plexiglass is a good solution. Value on this is somewhere between $750 and $1,200, plus another $250 for the frame.
So how would somebody who has one of these sell one of these?
Okay, you want to open it up to a global market. So you want to make sure that the most people you can get are looking at your piece. So that is not the local place. That is usually online, because you don't know that Mario in Milan has to have this piece. You can get to Mario now. You can get to him with your cell phone, right? You can get an appraisal from me at drloriv.com. I'm going to actually list for you other places where similar pieces have sold. Now you have the market, and then you can say, oh, that's where I can start. Dr. Lori's not going to get involved in the sale because that's unethical, but she's going to show you where they sold. So you know what? There's your written appraisal, there's your authentication, and there you have the list of where you can start to sell it. That's how you sell smart. If you want to go here, there, and everywhere and ask everybody locally, you could do that, but it'll take longer.
Okay, Dr. Lori, we're out of time for this segment. We've got other paintings I want to get to.
We'll get to them.
Which are really neat. You used an example of a cut potato, but It's not a potato that they used to make these with. Dr. Laurie, thanks so much. I like this painting. I may have to hang this up. I'll have to,
see where it goes.
Yeah, I'll have to get the price down a little bit. But anyway, thanks for being with us, Dr. Laurie. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.